Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, over the weekend, we had a pretty good match against WBO middleweight champion Janibek Alimkhanuly, right? He's 13-0 with 9 KOs, and he fought. Some people tried to give this guy a name like a journeyman, right? Denzel Bentley, 17-2 with 1 draw, 14 KOs, right? Bentley's been knocked out before. So you were thinking, Janibek Alimkhanuly, he's a very talented middleweight, right? And some like to say he's the reason that Demetrius Andrade, right, the long reigning WBO champion, vacated his belt to avoid this guy, right? And I was telling you then, Demetrius Andrade, there ain't too many people on the planet that I think he's avoiding, right? But he, needs something lucrative, right? He's watching these other busters around him getting paid with a whole bunch of more zeros on the end of what they're getting, and he's not. So I'm thinking, Janibek Alimkhanuly, I'm checking him out, watching him. I'm thinking, I'm becoming a fan of this Janibek guy, because he's good. He's definitely good. There ain't no doubt about it. But this fight here, he's probably underestimated his opponent, right? This fight here was a lot closer, and Janibek won it, but it's a lot closer when you watch it. Now, from the scorecards, I think they were, 115, 112 twice or something like that, or 116, 112 twice, which, that's a little bit far, but somebody had the nerve to give it 118, 110. That's not the fight that happened. But it was a closer fight, right? And I'm just a little bit disappointed because I want Janibek to win some more fights and get a 1 or 2 significant guys there. So, maybe he can call out Demetrius Andrade, and the fight would be bigger. So if Andrade wins, right, he gets credit for it. Not like, oh, here's a guy, well, the guy only had 13 fights and, he wasn't that good. His resume wasn't that strong, and that stuff after Andrade wins the fight. You see what I'm saying? Or Janibek Alimkhanuly. I'm telling you right now, if he beats Andrade, there's no problem. If anybody beats Andrade, there's no problem. That's gonna be huge, a huge win. But it's the other way around is what I'm worried about. So my point was, I'm in the back kind of, hoping that Janibek, railroads, run over these guys, and gets 1 or 2 real significant guys. So if, a fight between him and Andre were to materialize, I know Andre's at 168 right now, but if somebody's just awesome somewhere and it's a lucrative fight, then I'm pretty sure he would take it. But I think Janibek Alimkhanuly will take this fight and will learn something from it. Because I'm going to tell you what, Denzel Bentley, his stock has risen, right? Because he's going to be known after this fight as resilient. He's going to be known, even though he's been knocked out before, as having a chin. Because he took some quality shots in this fight, throughout the fight. So, that journeyman status, no. Denzel Bentley, the next guy to fight him, going to have a problem. Because Denzel Bentley is at least a guy who came to win against a very, very extremely talented guy. So give Denzel Bentley some props. These so-called journeymen, like I told you, need to be respected because these guys can fight. If you lose to a very, very good fighter, a guy who's, a top 20 or 30 fighter in the whole world, that can happen. If you give a good account of yourself in fights like this, it helps you going forward. Now, I'm pretty sure in Britain, because Denzel Bentley's British champion, ain't nobody going to step to him there. Right? So his future looks pretty bright. Janibek's does as well. It's just, those lucrative big fights. You want to have a little more distance in these fights like this so, people can back off, and you can get, be known as that guy that's scaring everybody in the middleweight division. I think that's over right now, but I'll tell you one thing about Janibek. Ain't nobody going to question his talent because the dude is talented. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.